Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I talk about 3 books that every aspiring product manager should read. I still remember when I started to learn about product management during my master's, people were telling me, you will be the CEO of the product. You will orchestrate a team of engineers and designers to build products, and all sounded very exciting. But to be honest, I had no clue what being a product manager really entailed. And now, after having read plenty of books since the past 3 years being a product manager, here are the 3 books I would start with when I could go back in time where I had no clue about product management. I will talk about the 3 key learnings of the 3 books, and you can think of these 3 books as a building block upon each other. Starting out with The Build of Tony Fadell, which highlights the journey of the creator of the iPhone and the iPod. He shares lessons learned, mistakes made, and gives strong advice on the roller coaster of building great products. First learning I made here is about spotting a great idea. Long before you figure out what a product will do, you need to understand why people want it. The why drives the what. Also, it should be a problem that a lot of people have in their daily lives. And lastly, follows you around. You can't stop thinking about it. So after you do your research, you learn more about the user, it sticks in your mind, and you're getting more and more convinced over time that this is the right problem to build a product for. In short, the best product solves pain points and not vitamins. Next, keeping the holistic user journey in mind. So one of the key pitfalls as a product manager is that you're just in a tunnel vision of building your product. From a user perspective, starts way before the user actually uses your product, which is often overlooked. Great builders keep the holistic user journey in mind. Lastly, I learned so much about product marketing. There was this great story. After Tony's time at Apple, he built this company called Nest. In short, it's a simple device that controls the heating around your home. And he realized that one problem when users were trying to integrate this device into their homes. They did not have a screwdriver. So what they did in the end, they invented a special screwdriver that was so innovative that it not only solved the pain point of onboarding, of bringing this device on the walls of people's homes, but it was so useful that the customer used it within other house projects. And because it was branded, the Nest brand was always top of mind of the consumer. We're going to talk about Inspired by Marty Cagan. He dives into the best practices of building products towards leading companies in the likes of Google, Amazon or Facebook, how they design and build products. Marty Cagan defines the product manager working tirelessly leading the product team to combine technology and design to solve a real customer's problem in a way that meets business needs. Then he highlights the 4 core dimensions of product risk. They are crucial. I use them all the time. The 4 core risks being value, usability, feasibility, and viability. Will the user pay for it? Can the user figure out how to use the product? Can we build it? Can our stakeholders support it? Then he talks about principles of strong product teams. The following 3 stuck out for me. That's a rhyme. First one is to minimize dependencies. So helping your team to move faster by being more autonomous. Second one is ownership. Each team member should feel accountable and empowered to do their work well. The last one is collaboration. That means product, design and engineering work together as a team to build products. So that does not mean engineers only write code. That does not mean designers only create nice user interfaces. It means doing product discovery together. It means involving engineers early into the problem space and ideating together with them how you can build the best solution for the customer. Let's talk about the last book, Cracking the Product Manager Interview. The book highlights hands-on case studies so you will crush your product management interview. This is a good book to have around. This is not a book you should fully read through. This is more contextual when you have interviews or when you want to learn really hands-on best practices on certain topics within the realm of product management. For me, the first thing it helped me with was to doing a proper impact analysis. So for example, if you have a question, how can you improve profit of a company? How would you tackle it? Right, one of the first things to break down profit into its fundamental components. So profit equals revenue minus cost. Then you would even break it down further. What does revenue mean? So revenue could mean price of the good X times the quantity of good X, and so on and so on. So what it taught me well is to think in equations and figuring out what part of the equations you should tweak to drive overall impact. Next, I got introduced to the SAR model. Suppose during a product management interview, you are being asked the following question. Tell me about the time you had influence on your team. How would you answer this in a very structured way. The STAR model is a great way to describe that. It consists of the 3 parts: situation, action, and result. And lastly, you need to consider the 15-second rule. The 15-second rule states that a recruiter spends 15 seconds or less on your CV. What does it mean for you? You need to stand out in that time. How can you do it? By having a very slim CV that highlights you are the right person for that position. One structure I found helpful when you describe past experiences is the following. I worked on topic and increased metric by percentage within time frame. Using this simple framework with your past experience will quickly make you stand out and show you want to drive impact. I hope you liked that video. If you do so, I would love for you if you smash that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, and let me know what is one book that had lasting impact on your career. Write it down in the comments below. I'm super curious, and see you next time.